welcome to Killscreen, and I am Drew Valentine, and this is a review for Batman Arkham City. And before we get into the review, I guess I should talk about Arkham Asylum a little bit, which was the game's previous installment, and probably one of the best superhero games ever made, which wouldn't take that much, but still. Those amazing art style and gameplay, does Arkham City hold up to that sort of criteria? Well, I'm here to tell you. Arkham City does not disappoint at all. Even though some people might think that the open world makes the storyline a little too spread out, for people who definitely love the sandbox style and with an open mind, the story is just as enthralling, if not more so, than its predecessor. And the gameplay I'm going to talk about first off, which they didn't change up too much of anything other than the fact that you have free reign over an entire part of the city. But the combat is still pretty much the same. Changes and tweaks have been added, but for the most part it's still the same free flow fluidity that it has been from its predecessor, which is amazing. And other than the fact of adding more gizmos and gadgets, it pretty much holds up to be the same amazing experience as the last one. The story, well, they still got amazing voice actors.
I've got to run, boys. If he tries anything funny, kill him!
Time to survey the room. Plan out my tactics. 4 thugs, all armed, 2 hostages. This is gonna be easy.
We need to get out of here.
He's gonna get us!
There's nothing wrong with you.
Nice of you to say. But you of all people should know there's plenty wrong with me.
Amazing writers that came in and made this world, and there's so many side things to do in the world, but the game's story pulls you in so much that you almost can't pull yourself away to do these other things. But at the same time, you almost can't help but turn on your detective vision and see, like, oh, there's another Riddler trophy over there. What's over here? And what's over here? And just keep on getting distracted at the same time. And the amount of villains they threw in here, some may say that they don't get enough like airtime for the story because they throw so many in. But if you're any sort of Batman fan at all, you kind of already know who everyone is anyway. So it's just sort of like, this is Gotham, and you have to take it in all its splendor. The graphics, which are just still as amazing as the last one, with as much detail and crispness as before, has that gritty, sort of hyper-realistic style, which just fleshed out the last one so well. There's no real comparing it to anything else. It's a work of art. Don't mind that. Catwoman is a other playable character for Arkham City, and you can, if you buy the game new, you get a code that allows you to play as her. She has her own story that's sort of sprinkled throughout Batman's story. And you don't play her all that much in there. She doesn't feel like the controls are generally the same, other than the fact she can't glide. Instead of ziplining, she crawls up the sides of buildings. And she has new and different gadgets than Batman, but she doesn't have as many hit points, but she is quicker and more agile. Well, Batman Arkham City was definitely one of the best games of the year, if not one of the just singular most amazing stories I've experienced this year. It's going to get a 5 out of 5.
Bravo!
It's an amazing story, amazing graphics, amazing voice acting. There's just nothing wrong with this game whatsoever. And if you haven't played it by now, well, you just need to get the hell up off your chair right now and go play it.